cholesterol is the biggest fraud perpetuated by the pharma companies and the doctors on human beings. The whole idea of cholesterol is built to give a threat to the people, make them take cholesterol lowering tablets, which is the worst drug that could have been created by man. Okay? So what is cholesterol? Cholesterol is nothing but fat. Okay? Is cholesterol required? Yes, it is required, because it is the fundamental unit of all hormones that are being produced in the body. It is the fundamental unit of all cells, because all cells are made out of fat. So adukku dhaan cholesterol is required. 70 to 80% of the cholesterol is being produced by the body. If you take more fat, the liver will produce, the liver produces the cholesterol. நம்ம நிறைய fat சாப்பிட்டா liver will tone down. நம்ம சாப்பிடலனா it will produce more. Okay, there is no, and so what happens is that when you and this cholesterol is absolutely required for the all hormones that are being produced in the body. Maina வந்து the kidney க்கு மேல there are two glands known as adrenal. Adrenal above the kidney na adrenal. It produces a lot of hormones like growth hormone, catecholamines, cortisol, and the host of hormones which keep us okay. Adukku building, fundamental building block is cholesterol. Okay, if you don't have enough cholesterol, you will not be able to produce the hormones. So you will simply wither away. So what do you, suppose a person comes with abnormally high cholesterol, all it means that the person is inflamed, physical, chemical, or emotional injury. Okay, so instead of looking at the fire, that is inflammation, we look at the smoke, that is high cholesterol. So what do? You give a tablet, a chemical, to lower the cholesterol. So what happens? When you lower the cholesterol, you are not supplying the building block for the production of hormones. That is why you take people taking cholesterol become fatigue. It's a toxic chemical. It will damage your liver. It will produce diabetes. Cholesterol lowering tablet like statins will produce diabetes. Okay? It will cause more fat production. So it will damage your liver. You go to any doctor, no conventional doctor, he said cholesterol மாத்திரை சாப்பிடுறீங்களா, every 6 months have your liver function test done. LFT. Why? Because it damages liver. It is highly illogical. You require cholesterol. You take a population over 80, check the cholesterol, it will be high. Because they require cholesterol. Everybody requires cholesterol. Now you may turn around, what is this bad cholesterol? The so-called bad cholesterol is known as triglyceride. Triglyceride. And you know where it comes from? It comes from only the carbohydrate. The carbohydrate that we take is converted to fat, that is triglyceride in the liver. Again it is being transported all over the body. First it sits on the liver, causes what is known as fatty liver. Again it goes to the pancreas, fatty pancreas. So pancreas insulin secretion irukadu. Inge liver la vande liver will not function well. Liver's job is to hold on to the sugar. So it will be throwing more and more sugar into the system. It will go transported all over the body, and it is converted to what is known as a visceral fat. Visceral fat, that is the worst fat that you can have. What is visceral fat? Viscera na enna na abdominal cavity kulla number of organs are there. You have the liver, you have the stomach, you have the kidney, intestine. Okay, if you open a person's abdomen, in the fat nariya irukum. This is known as visceral fat. This is a very, very active fat. It contains lot of toxic chemicals. The more visceral fat you have, the more toxic chemicals you are producing. Okay, so when you take more carbohydrate, it is converted to more sugar, more insulin. Insulin takes all this excess sugar, converts into fat. Liver is the manufacturing center of fat. It takes all and puts it all over your body. And the fat produces certain chemicals that goes and damages your blood vessel wall, which is smooth like this. Once it damages, it becomes a crater. And you know what happens? The cholesterol comes into aid. The cholesterol comes and paves it, smoothens it. And we say that cholesterol is the villain. That's not the villain. That's the savior. What is the villain is the carbohydrate that we take. So what you have to do is that you can try practically anybody who has got high triglyceride. High triglyceride is the good cholesterol HDL will be low, and vice versa is true. When your good cholesterol goes up, triglyceride will come down. The cause is carbohydrate. Anybody who has got high triglyceride and low HDL, all they have to do, cut the carbohydrate. Within 10 days, the triglyceride will come down, HDL will go up. But what do? Triglyceride ஒரு மாத்திரை, HDL ஒரு மாத்திரை இருந்தது, elevate the HDL ஒரு மாத்திரை இருந்தது. Fortunately side effect இருந்தனால they have removed that. But triglyceride ஒரு மாத்திரை they give. Okay, அதே போல LDL ஒரு molecule, low density lipoprotein, அது ஹையா இருந்தா அதுக்கு ஒரு மாத்திரை, that is statin. But what people have to understand, அதுலயே ரெண்டு molecule, ரெண்டு division இருக்கு. ஒன்னு வந்து small dense இருக்கு, high large fluffy இருக்கு. அது தெரிஞ்சாதான் you will know whether the LDL is bad or not. We don't do any of those things. சும்மா total LDL ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கு, இப்போ வந்து 70 தான் இருக்கணும், உங்களுக்கு 100 இருக்கு, okay you take the statin. That's the end of it. So you have to analyze all these things. But on the contrary, it is very, very simple. Your cholesterol levels are high, your triglycerides are high, your HDL is low, your body is inflamed. What is the cause for inflammation? You find out, you treat, it's going to be all right. And you see in a diabetic, the sugars are high, the cholesterols are high, the pressure are high, the villain is the carbohydrate. You cut the carbohydrate, everything simply becomes normal. So cholesterol does not require any medication.